Hi, I'm Pat and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about BMW performance modifications and what I may be considering for the BMW i8. This week I had an opportunity to participate in a dyno day. Not for my car, but for my friend ThicGarage. He brought his M Sport 5 Series BMW Model F10 out to Kassel Performance in York, Pennsylvania. Kassel is only about an hour and 15 minutes north of where I live, so I decided to take the day off of work, make the drive, and spend the day there just to see what it was like in order to have his car performance modified. Now, going up there, I really didn't ever have the urge to make any performance modifications to the car, but after spending some time talking with the folks at Kassel, I started to wonder, what can I get out of the BMW i8? But before we get into that, let me share some clips from the videos that I've taken up at Kassel Performance to see what this is like, and also some clips from ThicGarage's YouTube video to see exactly what performance he was able to get out of the car and his reaction. Today I'm going to see what my friends at ThicGarage are going to be doing. So we got Soto here from ThicGarage. He's got his F10 on the dyno right now. And we have Dan from Exhausted Outdoors.
He's here for the show.
He's here for the show, but hey, you know what? We're all just enjoying ourselves. Let's take a walk in and take a closer look at the car. All right, Soto, tell me a little bit more about your F10.
Well, it's a 2013. I've done some mods so far. I upgraded the charge pipe to an aluminum one. It does come with a plastic one, and they're known to fail in the F10s. Or all the MWs.
Yeah, all the N55s, their charge pipes like to go completely.
All the N55s. I got the Burger Tuning intake as well, Megan Racing exhaust. I did have the race chip in, but I took that out because we're going to do a custom tune right now. The only other thing is a blow-up valve, but that's just for sound. It doesn't have performance.
You have a resonator delete too.
Oh, and a resonator delete. So next, downpipe and possibly an intercooler.
Very cool. And so far, you know, these modifications that he's been making, you can see all of them on his channel. So there'll be a link in the description below for ThicGarage. Make sure you check them out because the content is really cool. I enjoy seeing it. But today we have the car in the dyno. There's been one pretty much a stock run so far, and they've downloaded the file from the car. They're going to modify the file and then they're going to re-upload it to the ECU, and then we get to see what kind of numbers are going to come out of this car. That's compared to stock. Yeah, we spent all day here. We've been doing all this stuff to this engine, and tuning things in there with tweaking, and these are the results. And we go in from this to that, and then finally to that. So we're happy, right? Is that the way it works?
As much as we're going to get out of we're not having a downpipe or intercooler.
Right.
So those mods are next.
What was really great about spending time up at Kassel was also spending time with other friends. Not only the ThicGarage family, but Get Exhausted, Exhausted Outdoors, and E-Vapors. These are the folks that I typically chat with online, and we do some live streams as well. So if you've participated in one of our live streams in the past, you will know these faces.
So yeah, definitely going to go do the dyno, the video after the Dr. Color chip.
Good, good.
So,
hey, Jeff.
Definitely do the dyno after the color chip. We'll get. What's up, everybody?
I just want to get that. I just need to get it ready. It has so much road rash on
But
it.
while we were there at Kassel, I had an opportunity to speak with the owner as well. And he had some ideas that he wanted to share with me. And those ideas sparked me to ask other questions from other friends of mine. What Kassel offered to do is to allow me to bring the BMW i8 up to their dyno. They want to see exactly what kind of performance they get out of the car. However, the car is already pretty heavily tuned. Let me tell you more about that. So I did some research and I learned that the engine on this BMW i8 is the same engine that's used in the Mini Cooper. Now, the Mini Cooper engine produces 136 horsepower, whereas the same engine in the BMW i8 produces 228 horsepower. That's a gain of 92 horsepower. That means that BMW modified this engine in order to get 92 horsepower out of a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine over stock. That's significant. But let's look at the torque numbers. Now, out of the Mini Cooper, 162 pounds-feet of torque. Out of the i8, 236 pounds-feet of torque. That's an increase in 74 pounds-feet. That is a significant change between what they were able to get out of the engine in the Mini Cooper and what they're getting out of the i8. Now, typically there's a difference between the performance that someone can get out of an engine and the performance that the manufacturer provides to you when you purchase the vehicle. You can always squeeze more and more out of an engine, but the longevity of that engine is at risk. Now, consider a race car. They may put as much as they can into that engine, modifying the timing, higher octane fuels, doing whatever they can to just squeeze as much power as they can out of that engine. But it's only used for one race, and it's disassembled and a new engine is put back in. I daily drive this car. It may have only 30,000 miles on it right now, but I may be driving it when it has 60,000 miles. I don't want to replace the engine, so I have to consider what I want to do in order to prevent any reliability issues. So what I decided to do while I was at Kassel Performance is allow them to connect to the ECU of the car and take a copy of the software. That allows them to take a look at it and modify it. But I also told them, please communicate with a friend of mine in a different country and send him that software, allow him to modify it and tune it the way he tuned his BMW i8, send it back over, and then we'll have a dyno day for the i8. We'll bring the i8 up, we'll do a stock run, we'll try his tune, and then we'll try the custom Kassel tune. And we'll see what we get out of these tunes. Now, a lot of people that offer aftermarket tunes are modifying things so that you feel more torque. So that may mean that you really don't see a performance increase on a track or 100 kilometer to 200 kilometer pulls, but you're going to notice some low-end torque changes, and they can make some modifications to the car in order to get that kind of torque feeling so that you feel as though you got a good deal on spending the money on your tune. For example, they may decide to allow the turbo to provide a little bit more boost before the wastegate opens, so therefore you're feeling a little bit more torque and therefore you're happier with that tune. And a lot of people, that's cool with them. But if they take that same car with that same tune to the dyno and compare it to what it did stock versus what it got out of the tune, they may be very disappointed that they're only getting maybe 15 extra horsepower out of it, and it seems like it's a little bit of a shell game where that tune is only modifying the car to make you feel as if you're getting more power where you're really not. So what it comes down to is it worth it to spend, let's say, $1,500 on a third-party tune to only maybe get 10 or 15 horsepower out of the car? Where's the value there? Are you really happy with how it performs? Does it feel different? Great, that may be perfect for you. But honestly, when you stick it on the dyno, the proof is in the pudding. What kind of numbers am I getting out of this tune, and is it really significant? So that's what I want to learn with the i8. In addition, I also spent some time talking to another friend of mine in a different country who offers aftermarket performance parts. And we talked about a few modifications that I may make on the i8. I won't go into these now because these may occur in the future and I want to make sure that I create a separate video for those. But for now, I think I want to take the i8 up to the dyno. I want to see how it performs stock, how it performs with my friend's tune, and then how it performs with the Kassel tune. And ultimately, I may go home with the stock tune or one of the other tunes. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to create a reliability problem for my i8, but at the same time, I'm very curious to see exactly how the BMW i8 will drive. So that's just a quick update. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications as I'll be posting more BMW i8 content. Thanks for watching and happy motoring.